From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your evening update.
Cascade Paint and Supply is Reading's oldest family-owned paint store, established in 1953. We are the largest Dunn Edwards dealer in the nation, and most of our products are made in the U.S. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff are ready to answer your questions and help you today.
Well, this is definitely one of those storms where it just depends on where you are. You know, we talked about this atmospheric river and the impacts it's going to have on many parts of Northern California. Some of you didn't see much rain at all. Some of you saw some winds, but it wasn't that big of a deal. Some of you saw some strong winds and saw downed trees as a result, power outages. Some of you saw some flooding, mainly along the coast. But in the valley, it just didn't seem like it was quite as bad. So for some of you, you might be thinking, boy, it seemed like there was a whole lot of talk about a whole lot of nothing, but then others were saying, well, thanks for the warning, because we certainly did see that. So when you live in an area such as Northern California, it can really just depend on where you are. So let's take a look at some of the peak wind gusts we saw out there. Close to 70 miles per hour at the Neyland Airport. Montague, about 68 miles per hour. There you can see 67 miles per hour in Callahan. That's out in Scott Valley. That's also Scott Valley and Etna at 58. 58 miles per hour at the Weed Airport. Crescent City, 54 mile an hour gust there. And out at Eureka, about 43. Take a look at some other locations. Susanville, 47. Alturas, 46. There you can see Oroville, about 41. Chico, 38, as well as Reading at the airport there. And Red Bluff, about 36 miles per hour. And Corning, not as bad at 29. So some pretty strong winds out there. They'll continue here through the evening hours, especially for the valley eastward. But look at the rain. This is what I was talking about. Here we have rain, over 2 inches of rain. In fact, close to 3 inches of rain out in Crescent City. But then you head eastward, not as much. Now, this is as of 5 o'clock today, by the way, that we're looking at here. And then you head off to the north and east, and really nothing. But of course, that will change here later tonight. We will see some of that rain here for places like Alturas and Susanville later on tonight. But again, you get the idea. Some of you are going through the day today going, nothing happened, really, just saw some winds and really no rain. But then you head in the valley, you go, yeah, okay, I saw some rain, but it didn't amount to much. But then you head off to the west, and yeah, you saw the flooding out there. In fact, let's take a look at some of the damage that some people sent via social media. This is from Matthew Bray out in Etna. And look at those strong wind gusts. Got an uprooted tree there. Fortunately, it looks like his house is okay, but boy, that looks like that was awfully close there. And this is coming in from a Facebook group called Humboldt Backroads and Beyond. There you can see some of the flooding that we have out in Eureka. And of course, this is just one of many that I'm sure of areas that have seen some of the flooding out there. So again, it just depends on where you are. All right, so we take a look at the weather headlines, and the rain continues tonight, but it will start to taper off later tonight, starting west and then working its way eastward. Snow levels will also be dropping for your Thursday and Friday. And speaking of Thursday and Friday, also a chance for showers and thunderstorms in the forecast. But this wet weather pattern, it's going to continue through the weekend and well into next week as well. So looking at our planner here for tonight and into tomorrow, we can see a few thunderstorms tomorrow morning for the coast and maybe even some of the inland areas as well. Showers tonight, and then be looking at more showers and even thunderstorms here even for parts of Trinity County. And really that's the case here for the valley. Tonight we're looking at the showers, and then we'll still see overcast skies tomorrow morning. Could eventually maybe see a few breaks, but then more showers and thunderstorms here through the afternoon. Siskiyou County, more showers through the afternoon, and not to mention the eastern mountains as well. Those snow levels will start to drop. So we talked about this atmospheric river. Now we have several different categories. This is something I've talked about a little bit here. The category is from 1 to 5, 5 being the worst, 1 being less, right? So we saw the category 2, atmospheric river. That's a balance of beneficial rain, but also the hazardous conditions. And of course, we saw some of those hazardous conditions, right? The gusty winds and the flooding conditions out there as well. So we take a look at what we saw here. This is what it looked like today. There's the atmospheric river. Now, the atmospheric river will be gone by tonight and into tomorrow, and we no longer have any issues here. But by the time we get into Sunday, Monday, it looks like we have a weak atmospheric river coming on in here for Sunday into Monday, which means more rain, but it's going to be more in the way of beneficial rain and probably not looking at any hazards associated with this smaller atmospheric river. But it may be close. I mean, we could see some decent rain coming into Sunday into Monday. All right, so let's take a look at Futurecast, walk you through the timing over the next few days. Here you can see 6 p.m. We take you into about 10 o'clock tonight. Now, notice what's happening. We're seeing things dry out west of I-5, but still some showers for the valley, still showers off to the east as well. So now we're finally starting to see that rain off towards Alturas and Susanville. Snow levels at this point probably somewhere between 4,000 and 5,000 feet, but snow levels may continue to drop into your Thursday. Now, 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, scattered showers, thunderstorms for the coast, still some activity to the east, but really not a lot going on in the valley. There still could be some stray showers tomorrow morning, but then going through the afternoon, here's the noon hour, showers and thunderstorms are a possibility for the valley, not to mention to the west, and some scattered snow flurries off to the east. Now we go into 3 p.m. on Thursday, thunderstorms, and some of them could be strong, meaning heavy rainfall, gusty winds, not to mention maybe some hail and lightning. Then we take you into your Thursday around 6 p.m. Still those showers and thunderstorms out there, and that will really continue overnight. We go to 11 o'clock. Now it starts to break apart. We're not seeing as much activity Thursday night, but it will continue Thursday night, and then more coming into Friday morning and Friday afternoon. Now notice we're seeing a lot more snow on the map here. That's because snow levels at this point are starting to drop, and we could be looking at snow down to as low as 3,000 feet, maybe even locally lower in some cases. Then we go into Friday afternoon, still a chance for some thunderstorms. Doesn't look like the thunderstorms will be as strong on Friday, but still looking at that potential for thunderstorms nonetheless. 6 p.m. on Friday, now you can see the thunderstorms are breaking apart for the valley, but still some snow flurries in the higher elevations between, say, around 2,500, 3,500 feet. 10 p.m. on Friday, there you can see the next round. Now there's an area of low pressure that will swing down the coast. Watch what happens. You see how it swings down, and then we're looking at more snow coming in. Saturday, still looking at those low snow levels, 2,500 to 3,000 feet. So more snow for places like Mount Shasta City, and not to mention northward towards Wairika as well. So it looks like we have more snow in the forecast. This is great news for the ski park, which we'll get into that here in a second. Now we'll look at the forecast rainfall totals on top of what we've already seen. Could see another inch or so for the valley, still another inch to an inch and a half for the north coast, but we just don't expect to see a ton of rainfall off to the north and to the east. Now we talk about the snow. I'm going to stop it here at 6 p.m. on Thursday. The bulk of any accumulating snow will be down to about 4,000, 4,500 feet. It is showing maybe a bit of a mix out towards Mount Shasta City, but that's it at this point as far as the lower communities. Then by Friday, those snow levels dropping down even lower, maybe as low as 2,500 feet. I expect maybe a mix, possibly by around for Weaverville and Hayfork, and then maybe a bit of a mix here for Bernie as well, getting close to around 3,000, 3,500 feet, right around where Bernie's elevation is. Chester could maybe see, you know what, maybe some light accumulation of snow. Then we go into your Saturday, more snow coming in, right? And there you can see, I don't think we're going to quite see that much in Bernie, but snow levels are going to be dropping. So you can see we are seeing the potential for some of that snow. Once again, maybe a bit of a mix out towards Weaverville and Hayfork. So again, those lower snow levels, which means chain requirements are going to be something you're going to have to look out for here for Thursday, Friday, and even into your first half of the weekend. Look at all the snow we're seeing at the ski park. We could be measuring that snow in feet. What a great thing. I mean, I was out there last weekend and it was just warm. It was kind of, kind of slushy a little bit, although the conditions weren't that bad. But boy, it's great to see that we're getting more snow up there at the ski park. All right, take a look at the winds here. Now, as we go into tonight, we're going to start to see that storm system push off to the east. The atmospheric river will start to push down to our south over central and southern California by tomorrow and Friday, but we still have those gusty winds tonight. Now, for Thursday morning, Thursday afternoon, I think it will still be a little breezy in spots here. That'll be the case also for your Friday, but the main wind event was today and of course into tonight as well. Winds not nearly as strong for your Thursday and Friday. Here's your long-range futurecast here, and there we take you into your Friday. Now we're going to take you into Saturday. See how we're just not seeing a lot of activity on Saturday, but another weaker atmospheric river coming in on Sunday. This is going to be the lowest category of atmospheric river, meaning we are going to see rain, but it'll be more in the way of beneficial rain, and we may not see any flooding. Also, snow levels will probably still be fairly low, probably as low as around 2,500 feet. But then by Monday, We'll still see that atmospheric river kind of lingering around a bit, but still fairly weak. Snow levels will start to rise a little bit on Monday, not to mention Tuesday. And then we see a series of storms kind of riding down the coast, which will keep our chances for showers through a good portion of next week. So we're going to keep the chances for rain in the forecast, keeping our chances of above normal rainfall up. It looks like it's going to be pretty promising there. And those below normal temperatures, keeping those snow levels for the most part fairly low. Let's take a look at your wave heights now, and we're going to take you into tomorrow afternoon. And you'll notice anywhere from about 16 to 17 feet heading out to sea. We take you into Friday, you're not going to really see much change there. It may drop just slightly, but really nothing all that noticeable. We look at your marine forecast for your Thursday. South winds at 15 to 25 knots, waves from the west at 20 feet at 15 seconds. There's your high and low tide. With your sunrise and sunset, there is a hazardous seas warning for tomorrow. All right, let's go and take a look at your neighborhood by neighborhood forecast. And we're going to actually start with tonight. I'm getting ahead of myself here. Those temperatures upper 40s to around 50 in the valley, 20s and 30s for the higher elevations, and there you can see for tonight in the mid 40s. So not getting too terribly cold, but it should be a little bit cooler than it was last night, and not to mention this morning. It was very mild this morning all across the Northern California region here. Let's take a look at now your neighborhood forecast for Trinity County. Now, you're going to see off and on chances for rain. I think we can see some thunderstorms tomorrow, but with those snow levels dropping on Friday down to about 2,500 feet, as well as Saturday, and then 3,000 feet. They start to climb a bit on Tuesday. Now, for now, I'm keeping Wednesday dry, but I'm seeing some, discrepancies in the long-range forecast models. We could be looking at the potential for more rain going into the middle and even latter part of next week. All right, we take a look at your North Coast neighborhood forecast. Of course, the chances for showers and thunderstorms, temperatures are going to be in the low to mid 50s for your daytime highs. Also, thunderstorms northward with 53 for Smith River, 54 degrees for Trinidad, and a high of about 53 degrees in Orleans. All right, let's take a look at your Siskiyou County neighborhood forecast. Got those snow levels down to about 2,500 feet on Saturday, then by Sunday, 3,000 feet. As I mentioned, I've got it dry for now on Wednesday, but that may change. Let's take you off to Modoc County with 46 degrees for Tule Lake, 45 in Canby, and Alturas about 47 degrees. 47 out in Eagleville, and 45 for Cedarville. Here's your Eastern Mountains neighborhood forecast. Temperatures in the mid 40s, give or take. There you can see snow levels down to 2,500 feet Saturday, 5,000 feet, that is, by next Tuesday. And your Valley neighborhood forecast brought to you by Haas Farms with temperatures upper 50s. And you've got the thunderstorms for Thursday and Friday turning over to showers by the time we get into Saturday, and heavier rainfall coming in Sunday. Redding, a high of about 55, 53 degrees for the city of Shasta Lake, 54 in Bella Vista, and Red Bluff, a high of about 56 degrees. Let's take a look at your 7-day outlook for Redding. Thunderstorms for Thursday and Friday, and then those showers on Saturday. More rain, heavier rainfall coming in on Sunday. That'll probably continue into Monday with showers on Tuesday. As I mentioned, I've got it dry for now on Wednesday, but that may change. We could certainly be looking at a chance for showers possibly in the middle and even latter part of next week.